Hello and welcome back to our hardcore world. This is episode 2 and we are just outside of our lovely starter home, which as you can see, some of our copper is starting to age on the roof and I have not yet managed to get enough honeycomb to actually wax it all. But that's not going to be what we deal with today. No, not at all. First off though, let's spin around. And let's pick up Joe, there we go, and actually show you something that I've done sort of between the episodes. Now, I'm not going to lie, this is hardcore, so I'm still kind of scared of dying. So I haven't ventured off into any caves whatsoever. However, though, I have made, and as we would have seen from last episode, from this cavern area from last episode, I have made use of some of the space and created ourselves a simple cobblestone generator, which I've been using to obviously gather up the cobblestone to make our tools, but also to be able to prepare to be able to have some building blocks. I've set up some furnaces over here so we can get the stone, and we can turn that to the stone bricks and everything like that. And yeah, just sort of been collecting up some cobblestone. This is where I got all of that moss cobblestone. I've cleared out this space. I do not think we are ready to take on a zombie farm, or any sort of XP farm for that matter, because we need soul sand, and to get that we need to go to the nether. And we are not doing that in leather armor, I can tell you that now. Alright, so we've also done one other little thing and set up just over on this hill opposite us our sort of tree farming expedition. So as you can see, our home is just behind us there, and over here I have set up to actually, collect up all of our wood that we'll be needing. And at the moment we're sitting at about 5 stacks of each log. So, not a bad start, but I can see us running out of that pretty quick. Now, there's a new one. Great, that's not going to work. So, as you can see, we've managed to also pick up some bees along the way, which is going to be great for waxing all of our copper that we use in our builds. However, though, I don't have silk touch or campfires over here. So, one wrong click and these bees will all attack me. So it's been a very sort of tricky process of just sort of weaving in and out of all of these beehives and trying not to accidentally get any of them. Yeah, these two here are now in the way because they're taking up 2 spaces where I could be growing some of the oak. However, because the oak does grow in weird wonky batches sometimes, we do get a fair bit from it anyway. So I guess that catches you all up with everything I've done between episodes. I know it's just terrific work. Made myself a cobblestone generator and a tree farm. So technical. But let me sleep away the night if I can. I cannot. So then I'll just sort of start to explain what we're going to be doing today. Now, as you can see, I have 2 cooked mutton and 6 apples to my name. Food is becoming very scarce, and I'm only getting anything that's sort of, like for example, those chickens that spawn over, I've got to go over and kill them. I need reliable food to survive this hardcore, and I think that is what we were going to be doing today. Now, as we stand on the peak just between the house and the tree farm, we can get a nice little better look at our land and sort of see how it divvies and the sort of the different flat plains, wow, that we can set up things. Now, as you can see directly in front of me, there is 2 acacia trees, and I'm thinking that if we tear them down and set up over here some crop fields, and then maybe where that oak tree is there, we could set up a bit of a farmhouse and have that way as our food source. We can get some cooked potatoes going, we can get some carrots, we get some wheat to make some bread. Yes, we'll get to some meat products a little bit after that, because I think we might set that up on just the other opposite side of the hill. And I haven't been doing any caving, so we don't have any copper to really do roofs. So one house at a time, Joe. One house at a time. Alright, so this is the platform. I'm going to take out these trees here. And then what I think we might be doing is venturing back to that village, because I saw that they had potatoes, they had carrots. I'm pretty sure they had carrots. They definitely had wheat and hay bales. So we're going to then cut down these trees and head over there. So let me quickly get that done and let's head back to that village. Right, off to the village we go. I'm getting out of this form because I know there is a cliff. Which we found this donkey in. Like, he'd fallen down there and I've had to build this little pathway because he's not a good jumper. But, like, can you believe it? We found him down there. I got a saddle for you. I'm coming back for you. I just need to get food first, okay, buddy? Yeah, good horse. Alright, time to harvest up some of these crops from around the village, and then, yeah, we'll take it from there. Alright, come here, carrots. I'm not a monster. I will replace some of these. And again, I'll give you back a line. Alright, so we managed to loot up as many carrots and potatoes as we actually could from, you know, these villages that had grown up. Not quite a lot was actually there, but that's alright. We're going to go back now and sort of start to set these up to get them growing. And then I'm going to come back because I want to get a cat. Because, you know, if you let them stay standing when you sleep, and we will be sleeping quite a lot, in the morning they bring you some gifts. So I think what we might do is head back, plant these potatoes and carrots, and then try and get ourselves a cat. Alright, let's get to work. Ah! Just made me poop my pants. Alright, come on. No, don't open the chest. Come on. Yes! Watch, there would be one behind me. Oh. Alright, I think what I might do now is just start placing down some of the crops. Maybe do a little bit of a snippet thing because my secondary still doesn't want to jump on this world. I think he's scared. But yeah, so let me just quickly set that up and then we can head back to the village and get ourselves a cat. Alright, see you shortly. Joe, move. I think I want this section to be all potatoes. Well, get out of the way. Alright, so it's nothing too fancy at all, and it's just basically one patch, but it's kind of all the carrots and potatoes that I had. But as you can kind of guess from how this is at the moment, I am going to have the 3 different layers of the crops. So we'll have the carrots at the back there, potatoes on this level, and then over here I'm going to try and patch up the land and we're going to grow our wheat. Now, I was thinking that up on the hills and all that sort of stuff, we can plant some of our pumpkins and melons. We don't have any melons as of yet. We might need to find them in like a abandoned mine shaft or actually find a jungle. But yeah, so that's where I'm at. I'm going to now try and fix up this little bit of land behind me. And to do that, what I try and do is just follow a little bit of a natural curve. So as we can see here, keep going straight outwards, then maybe drag it out again. We can walk our way nicely to this edge. So I might add one there, and we got 2 onto that. And that's basically how I decide how that platform is there. I'll fill that in there, and then I'm going to then just do the same sort of working down this hillside. Now, I think it's going... Yeah, look, let's just sort of have a bit of a plan out here for how this little hill will go, because it looks very, very just flat. Oh, it does, but it might work, because that just might fit in with the terrain of the basin that this little pond has. Alright, So I'm going to quickly finish up this, and then let's bring you back in and see how much I got before I ran out of dirt, because I've only got so little of this. Like, what? Yeah, actually, I think that it's a stupid goal I just set myself. I'm going to go and plant the 6 wheat seeds that I have, and then we're going back to the village to get a cat. And probably some hay bales to make some bread, because, man, I need food. Alright. Right, so it turns out that I only have 4 fish to my name, so I think we're going to go fishing for just a little bit more, just before we head off, because I really want to get ourselves, you know, a couple of cats, because if they can get us the phantom membrane, we will be able to use that for slowness falling potions, and they will come in as a lifesaver at one point or another. Now, yeah, as I said, that was a stupid idea to see how much I could get done. I couldn't even finish leveling the platform, let alone actually completing the hill. But we've got some of our wheat growing down here. We've got our potatoes growing lovely just here. Some carrots over here, and then I decided just up on this little peak over here, sort of level with our house, is where we will grow our melons. No melons, our pumpkins. These are pumpkins. We don't have melons yet. Alright, so actually I might wait till morning, then go down and do some fishing, sort of close to here, because I need some of this stuff to start growing. I'm down to my apples, and they're not very fulfilling. Like, yeah. And we need to light up this area too, so I might bring back some composters with me and put some lights on them or something. But for now, I shall sleep and then do a little bit of fishing. I will bring you in if there is anything of interest happening before we head off to the village. It appears as though we're being spied on as we fish. Just over there. As long as you stay over there, we'll be cool, mate. No, don't come this way. You stay over there. There's no need to come down here and get me. He thinks I can't see him, but I know he's behind that oak tree. He's just hiding. Aha, found your spot. Now you gotta find a new one. So, I just packed our donkey, gave it the saddle for the other horse and a lead. I also gave it a little bit of food prep so that I didn't have to carry everything on me. And I jumped off to go and have some lunch. When I have come back, my donkey is nowhere to be seen. He has both my saddles, both my leads, and a little bit of my food. I got no clue. I've been around looking for him. I went back to the valley or the little ditch thing there where we first found him. Nothing. Joe and I cannot for the life of us find this donkey. So we're going to have to carry on without it. The plan's still the same. I'm going to head back over to the village, collect myself up some cats, and yeah, then what I was hoping was there was a bit of a cave close to the village there that I just wanted to touch on the surface, because I need to get some copper, and I also need to get some iron so we can finish up our little bit of a garden for today. So, without talking on any more and getting annoyed about our donkey disappearing with our stuff, I'll see you over in the village. Alright, so we've come over the little peak of the hill there, and we're back to where I was initially thinking of putting my starter house. Now, I'm going to do a little detour and collect up some of this coal that's in the mountain, hopefully see a bit of iron or some copper, but yeah, we're just going to do a little detour getting that just before we collect ourselves some cats. And beautiful, there is some copper right there. Oh, I need so much of this. Do we dare detour and have a little bit of explore into this cave that comes up underneath the mountain? Yeah, I'm agreeing with you, Joe. Like, there's a few times that wandering trader's come up with some moss and that I would really love, and yeah, if I could just get one emerald from this, I think it'd be worth it. But it's starting to get night, and the one thing I didn't bring was a bed. So let's go to the village, get our cat, and then we're going to come back here. Sounds like a plan. Let's do it. Oh, now I gotta get back down here. Whee! Alright, so I slept away the night in that village, and right over there is our first cat. Now, Joe, please don't scare it off. We want to be friends with this cat. He's interested. He sees our fish. Come on.
Come on. No, it's a cat. Joe! Let's try again. You want to come up to us? Right, Joe, shh. No. Ah! Hey, the cat grew up! No, don't run away. I want to stay perfectly still and let the cat come to me. 1, 2.
Yes! We have gotten ourselves a cat. Now, I'll stand you up with that. Let's try and get you a friend. The more the merrier. You will bring me gifts while I sleep. You are a hungry cat. Alright, and now I've got this one over here. You're trapped, so it's not really fair. But, there we go. 3 cats. And a dog. And a donkey whenever it comes back with my saddles. Alright, we are starting to get a bit of a herd to follow us now. I'm actually just going to sit these guys down as I go and collect up the hay bales so we have some food for our little expedition. I see another 2 cats. Let's try and tame them. 1, 2, yes. 1. Oh! You just wanted love straight away. Alright. Is it because you want to get out of the water? Guys, I know I said I was going to leave it with the 4 of you, but we now have 5 cats. And yes, they're twins. Alright, we were able to get ourselves 21 bits of bread from all that hay that we'd gathered up. Words. And it's raining, so I think what we're going to do now is just head off to that cave and let's just see how we go. Hopefully we can find some more iron, because we've only got 5 bits, a bit more coal and some more copper so we can get a bit more of those roofs done. Alright, let's stand up all the troops. God, it's going to be fun naming you guys. Please, name my cats in the comments section. Alright guys, let's go. Alright, gonna sit my my troops down here in the clearing. I'm gonna head on off into this little cave system. I'm just thinking I probably should make myself another pickaxe. So let's get some of this on the way. That's good. Oh, I'll tell you what. Here you go, guys. I'll leave you something to keep you warm in the rain. Alright, there we go. And straight away I can see some copper. That's what I want. Alright, let's try and start collecting up some of this. No! No! Wait, I have leather. Why did I sink in it? Oh, do I need leather boots? Emeralds and iron. Oh, perfect. Let's quickly go ahead and light some of this up. You can see that it's not really going to go underground. What's that? Oh. Oh, this is a really cool entrance to Savannah. You just die. Oh, that's cool. And then we got... Oh, we should definitely come back and do something with this at a later date, I reckon. When we're actually a bit more prepared. It's a little bit hard to light up some of this stuff up here because the ice is going to melt. And I don't really want that. Hello, Emerald. I'm not going to be able to get you with that iron, am I? Damn it. I can see a lot of copper, a lot of coal over there, so I might just walk around this. I love the ice on the peaks. I mean, this is nowhere near world height, but it's still so cool. What? Calcite? That means then there's a geonid here. Wait. Oh, did we get ripped off a geode? Or is this just how they... Does calcite naturally spawn now? It's just a strip of it. Alright, I can see a heap of iron. I had absolutely no idea. I don't know if this is a bug or if this is just a thing that calcite does now. Ah, that's so cool. And I think our iron problem is solved for a little bit. Why? Why did you stand on the block and mine down knowing full well that it's a drop? Oh, it's not that bad. This mountain is giving us the iron, it's giving us the coal. This is beautiful. Also surprisingly gave us calcite, which I am not going to complain with. Alright, so I've just sort of cleared out all of that sort of surface ores that I could see, and we have managed to get not a bad haul. We've gotten 2 stacks plus 2 of copper, like almost just over 2.5 stacks of coal, a stack plus 2 of the iron, and we've also gotten ourselves some calcite too, which I was not expecting to pick up. What I'm going to do now is not walk off a cliff, but I am going to smelt up this stack of iron because I want to get iron gear. I want to have nice iron tools. We can go and get that bit of emerald ore that we saw, and a bit of iron armor too, which can actually, save our life a bit more than this leather. So I'm going to smelt that up, then gear up, and I think we might walk back home. Now, there are a few little nooks and crannies that have some sort of pockets of caves, which I might check out along the way, because I do feel like we're going to need some more copper. But I mean, that's not something that we really need to worry about today. So I'm just going to wait for this to smelt up, gear up, and then head on back home. So I will see you once we're ready to put on our brand new set of armor. The iron is finally smelted up, and it is time that we dress ourselves appropriately. Alright, let's take off these old pants, chuck on our shoes, get off this leather chest plate and hat, and bam, my wizard hat comes back out. Look at that! We're all nice and, well, semi-well protected. I mean, diamonds or netherite would be better. But, I mean, at this point in the game, this is really what we need. Now, there is only one thing left to do, and I'm sure you guys can guess what that is. Gotcha! Alright guys, time to go home. We found a beautiful stash of loot, guys. Very, very good. Alright, let's go. Nobody get burnt on the campfire on our way home. I think what I'm going to do now is just sort out my inventory, get some of that copper onto smelt, and then I'll bring it back in so we can finish up our farm. Alright, as one of the twins comes and says hello. Yes, hello, get down from there! Alright, I'll see you shortly. Now, doesn't that look like a nice, cozy starter farm? We've got our carrots up the top there, we've got our potatoes in the middle, and our wheat all the way at the back. Now, the pumpkins right down here I've kind of left a little bit plain because I kind of want to grow a few more first and then sort of just set up small little patches around the place, and mainly over here, where we currently have nothing built up, but that's because I'm running a bit out of time for this episode, and, well, resources are a bit of a pain. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to wait to build up our farmhouse, which all these crops will be going to, and where we will build up a bit more of a proper pumpkin farm, I think, over here. Let's have a look at our farm. I'm really happy with this. I managed to get some bees over here, which turned out to be a little bit more of a challenge than I actually initially thought it would. But yeah, I guess it's just working with mobs in Minecraft. So I've made a little bit of a infinite water source just over here, but I think what we might do next episode is underneath that tree, I might actually build up a proper well for this area, because it's missing, and I reckon that'd look really nice just up there next to our house underneath the trees. But as I said, we've got our 3 fields. We've got our carrot field up the top here, lovely, growing away and leading up to our pathway that's coming up to our house. Now, there is a lot of acacia leaves that I've used around here to sort of do a bit of hedging and everything, and I do think I need to go and collect up some birch just to give a different shade of the green in there. Other than that, I am really liking the sort of, the showing of the leveled platforms and actually hedging off everything. I'm enjoying that sort of look. But if we go back down here into the carrot field, make our way around the tree, we've got the back entrance to our potato fields and to our wheat fields, which this took forever to actually get all of the wheat and the seeds, and I never thought I'd see the day when I was struggling to get wheat seeds. Oh, now I've got to replant that. And over here, as you can see, is our potato field, which I have been using as my main food source because it's just easy. It really is just easier to use, so yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm really happy with how this has sort of come up and added into our little bit of a house, and we've got like the pumpkins over here with a few of the carved pumpkins in there made to jack-o'-lanterns to give off a bit more of, light sort of source around here. Again, we need to get ourselves some lanterns because I don't like the torches sitting on top of those walls, but I mean, at this point in the game, there's not much I can really do to fix that. But, as the sun's setting in today, and I'm really happy we managed to collect ourselves 5 cats. We lost a donkey who stole all of our saddles and our spare food, but I guess it's alright now. We've got, potatoes. And we've managed to build up a lovely little garden here that's going to keep me pretty well fed for the first half of our adventures. Once we get a properly established, sort of source of cows over there, that'll probably overtake it until we get, into the nether and actually make ourselves some automatic farms, which, that'll be pretty handy, but I'm a little bit scared to head off there. So, as the night sort of sets, I think I'm going to leave us here, ready for next episode, where we will be starting off by building up our little farmhouse behind me, and then we are going to be venturing off into some caves because I need some diamonds. I want to get some enchants on my gear, I want some protection. I want some blast protection from mobs or anything that could be lurking about, or will be because it's getting darker now. But yeah, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Please, if you've got any names for our cats, feel free to leave them in the comments section. I hope you've enjoyed seeing our little garden being built up and are looking forward to the diamond adventure next episode. So, until next time,